to all of you. My name is Margaret Campero, and I'm Head of Public Diplomacy here at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I have the distinct honor of welcoming you all to our ministry for such an auspicious occasion. We'll have today the media launch of the 4th Uganda-Kenya Coast Tourism Conference, exhibition and conference. This has become a milestone event on our tourism calendar. It's our 4th time that Uganda and Kenya are doing this, and it's significant that with every passing year it grows. And we're happy to see you all here. We have a full house. I would like to, before we begin, I'll be inviting someone to say a prayer, but a quick rundown of our program is that we shall, after our prayer, we shall have answers for which everyone will be invited to stand. We'll have welcome remarks, which I think I have done. And we shall hear from our Consul General in Mombasa. And a number of speakers representing the private sector. We shall hear from the representative of the PS of Foreign Affairs. And we shall have a question and answer session. I'd like at this moment to extend a special welcome to our members of the media, who in reality this is their event, media launch. Thank you all for coming. We hope you have your questions ready at the end of the session. As we begin, I'd like to invite Ms. Juliana Nyamola to come and say a prayer. Good morning. Almighty God, and Lord, infinite wisdom and complementary for the point of the leader of the Foreign Affairs, for the welfare of society and the just government of humanity. We beseech you to look upon with your abundant favor. Please your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of such important tasks in Uganda. Let your blessing descend upon them here assembled, and grant that they may, as in your presence, treat and consider all matters that shall come under your deliberation, in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the good of those whose interests you have committed to their care. In your mighty name we pray. Thank you, Juliana. I'd like to invite you all to stand up for national anthem. From start to the Uganda anthem. The Kenya anthem. We shall end with one stanza of the East African Community Anthem. Thank you. You may take your seats. Having already asked a word of welcome, I will not bore you by doing it again. We shall instead move to invite Ambassador Paul Mukundia, Consul General of Uganda, the Uganda Consulate in with us. You're welcome. Thank you.
Margaret, Ambassador Charles Sentongo, the Chief of Protocol, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, who is representing the Permanent Secretary at this event, CEOs, CEO of UTB, CEO of SFU, President of Uganda Tourism Association, then the Deputy High Commissioner, the Kenya High Commission, Ambassador Dr. Suleiman Roba, who is representing the High Commissioner. Our special guest from Kenya, we have the Chief Officer from Kilifi County, we have Mina, who is the travel agent, we have Maureen, who is the GM of Ocean Beach, and Obed, who is the tour operator with TOSC, the Tour Operator Society of Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I wish to welcome you to this fourth launch for the fourth Uganda Kenya Coast Tourism Conference, which we are holding. Indeed, it's our pleasure. We counted number 1 in 2022, counted number 2 in 2023, that was in Diani, number 3 last year in Munyonyo, and this year we are having number 4, the 4th series, in Malindi, Kilifi. So really, I think we need to congratulate ourselves. We steadfast in promoting this partnership between Uganda and the Kenya Coast. The first conference in 22 had 250 delegates about. Last year in 23 we had about 500 delegates. In 24 in Munyonyo we had over 600. And this year we are aiming at having over 700 in the Malindi, Kilifi County, Kenya. And it's not that we just meet and talk and take. Registered quite a number of milestones, quite achievements, which these days I prefer not to go into details myself, but we have private sector practitioners, especially our partners from Kenya and from who can testify to the achievements of this partnership. What I can assure you is that it is really taking root. We have done quite a lot. The other day, last week, I think it was, I was reading in the East African, and the heading was that from bush to beach plan is working. It is making a lot of achievements. So we are very proud of these achievements, and we are very happy and wish to thank all our partners, especially the private sector, because, as I said, I think at last year's launch, this partnership has been built strongly on the private sector, on the support of the private sector. It is a strong testimony to what a partnership between the public and the private sectors can do. These private sector people, they give us the cars that we use to transport delegates. They give us complimentary beds that where we accommodate the delegates, and a lot of other offers that we have been receiving from the private sector. But I'm also happy to note that government has also come in very strongly to support not only the Uganda consulate in Mombasa, but Uganda missions generally. And I think we need to applaud them. Last financial year, 12 missions were piloted in the area of economic and commercial diplomacy. And this year, I think all our missions are receiving these funds, except those that are in conflict areas. So this is really something that we must thank our PS, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the PS Secretary to the Treasury for really making sure that the missions perform beyond the whining and dining that we have been commended before. Previously, people would say that, you diplomats, what do you do other than whining and dining? But these days, actually, we use the whining and dining to do a lot of economic and commercial diplomacy. And I think those of you that participated in the Resort Marathon last week, you saw the great contribution that missions made. So this year's conference, the concept note that has been shared, the theme for this year is leveraging youth, innovation, and technology for responsive and inclusive tourism. We all know the very important role that young people play in the tourism value chain. These young people are very tech savvy. I always tell people that for me, I am on social media, I am only on WhatsApp. So you will not find me anywhere else except on WhatsApp. But these other young people, they know how to play around with these guys. So we need to see how do we include them more in the tourism sector. So that instead of being on TikTok, sending out a lot of not very useful information, we can instead use them to churn out very useful information about our tourism products, about the travel industry, so that indeed they help us in passing out this message. So we want to see how can we leverage youth, innovation, and technology to create an impact in the tourism sector. And the topics that we shall be discussing this year, of course, we shall have a keynote address on that theme. The keynote address will be given by none other than the CEO of UDP, Madam Juliana Kabwa should be our keynote speaker. Then we shall discuss about tech-based tourism. We shall see how does social media influencing affect tourism. How does the digital marketing affect tourism? All these are issues we want to discuss at this year's conference. And then we want another topic will be panel discussions. We shall have a topic on how to harness culture, adventure, sports, and heritage. These days I've heard many people say that we think some people, actually quite a number of travelers these days are moving away from the safari tour. So we want to see how can we tap into culture, adventure, sports, and heritage. I will again refer to the Resort Marathon we had last week in Kasese, where we had quite a big number. It was over 6,000. You can imagine which other event can have such a big number of travelers, be they domestic or regional or international. So we want to see how we can tap more in tourism to grow the numbers. For now, we have been focusing on golf tourism, and as I will be mentioning later, golf is a part and parcel of the activities of the Uganda Kenya coast. And finally, we shall have a topic on smart destinations. And in smart destinations, we are aiming at hearing from the likes of Upright City. When you go to Upright City, you have a golf course there, you have Airbnb there, you have a church or churches there. This is what we are looking at. All in one, what we call all inclusive. You can play golf, you are staying there, you can go to church there. So we have identified Upright City as one of the smart destinations in Uganda, and the Serena Chigo, also where we have the golf course and the other amenities, of course, of those of accommodation. Then we have the Pingo Ridge in Kilifi County and the Kenya coast, where they have the PGA golf course and the accommodation and all of these other facilities, including some game where you can see some animals. And then we shall also have Pazuri. So these are going to talk to us about the smart destinations. And also smart destinations in that we want to move away. For example, you see people, especially the young people, I can see Jean here, the CEO of Bukoa. And I sent her an article one time, and I was telling her that this concrete and whatever that you build around people no longer want to stay in those concrete walls. They want us to improve their experiences. So how can we make the accommodation places more smart or smarter than what they are today? So those are the topics we shall be discussing, and the dates for these activities from 22nd to 26th of October. We shall be having a farm trip of Ugandan tourism stakeholders. We've been having these farm trips, and the intention is to do away with what we call Google operators. People who go on the internet and begin searching or working out an itinerary of something they don't know, they have completely no idea about. They are saying they are taking somebody to Windy, they have never been to Windy. They are taking somebody to Mission Falls, they have never been to Mission Falls. They don't know how to get there. They don't know the accommodation places there. So from 22nd to 26th, we shall be having a farm trip to the Kenya coast, like we have previously done for Ugandan tourism stakeholders. And then on 20th October, we shall be having the golf tournament at the Pingo Ridge. We are looking at getting at least 50 golfers from Uganda to go and play golf with their Kenyan counterparts. Of course, later we shall involve more games, but for now we have started with golf. And then on 27th and 28th, we shall be having the conference itself at Malindi, at Ocean Beach Resort and Spa. The general manager of Ocean Beach Resort is here with us. She's going to see how to accommodate us, a big number of Ugandans at the Kenya coast. And then after that, from 31st October, I think to 7th November, we shall be having a farm trip to Uganda by Kenyan tourism stakeholders, tour operators, travel agents, and hoteliers. Again, it is that concept of making sure that people say what they know, what they have experienced. And even when they don't, they are sending their clients here, because they have made the stakeholders, they know the tour operators there, they know they are not worried about where they are sending their clients. They know the hotels they are sending them to. They know the ground handlers on the ground. So really, this has been the importance of these farm trips, which we shall continue to have for as long as we continue to have these activities. Registration is already ongoing. We had the first media launch in Malindi on the 19th. That was last week. which was launched by the governor of Cliff County, His Excellency Gideon Mungalo. And we are having this launch here today. As I said, registration is already ongoing at the tourism conference.org. I think it's been appeared here, the tourism conference.org. Please, I encourage all of you to register. Uganda Airlines has always been a partner with us. They have been giving us special fares. The highest they have given us is $300. They give us there's a better fare this year. They can see Rama here. I think she will tell us what rate they are doing with us this year. But remember, in 23, we deployed an Airbus to take the Ugandan stakeholders instead of the Bombardier. And I can see ourselves deploying the Airbus again this year. So once again, I welcome you. I encourage all of you, the media, to spread the news so that all our tourism stakeholders get to know about this event, so that they register. And the hoteliers who operators in Uganda, as usual, we rely on you for the beds, for the transport, where we host our people on during the farm. With those remarks, thank you once again and welcome.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Mkundia. I'd like to invite at this juncture Ms. Florence Tumwebaze, the Director, Chimpundu Lodge, Sugar. If she isn't here, I'll just like to check if Blue Wave Travels are here. Yes, Ms. Amina Rose Mohammed, she's the Director, Blue Wave Travels. Please give her a clap as well. Ms. Palmina will be followed by Mr. Obed Aboko. Is he here?
Consul General Uganda Consulate Ambassador Paul Mkundia, distinguished honorable guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed, good morning to all. My name is Fabina Rose. I'm the director at Louis Travels Mombasa. I'm also under the subcommittee of the Kenya Association of Travel Agents, Coast Region, CATAG. It is an honor to stand before you today for the media launch of the 4th Uganda-Kenya Coast Tourism Conference, Exhibition and Farm Trips. Having had the privilege of participating in the previous familiarization trip here in Uganda last year, I can confidently say Uganda is truly the heart of Africa. From the warmth of the people to the breathtaking landscapes and the seamless blending of tradition with modern hospitality, my experience was nothing short of remarkable. It was not only a journey through stunning destinations, but also an immersion into the heart of a country which is rich in culture, creativity, and potential. The inclusion of these exhibitions and farm trips will not only showcase Uganda, which is rich in its products, but also give the participants a first-hand experience of what our region has to offer. I will speak with examples. I was having some clients coming in for gorilla trekking, and as our theme is this year, I had to post on my social handles and ask them, do you think I have taken part in the gorilla trekking? 70% was a no, 30% was a yes. I had to take a photo of the certificate report after the trekking, and that enabled even the mid-age citizens in Kenya to come for the gorilla trekking. So this is the effect of the social media plus what experience I gained last year to encourage people, if I can do it, you can also do it. This year's theme is leveraging youth, innovation and technology for responsive and inclusive tourism captures the direction we must take. It speaks to the future of our travel and tourism sector, one that must be driven by the energy and creativity of young people and powered by innovation and digital solutions that make tourism more inclusive, accessible, and sustainable. This is also with an example from my company. We posted the Uganda conference happening, and we got 102,000 views in 1 week. This is from a travel agent with 12.9 thousand followers on Instagram. Imagine each and every one of us getting 100,000 views. From there, just get 5,000 people attending. We don't even need to do more marketing. It will be like they have seen and they believe in your product, so they'll all be registering for it. One post, 100,000 followers. What about 5 posts? So we need to use our social platforms for this marketing. This conference is more than just a meeting of the two nations. It is a celebration of our shared heritage, our diverse cultures, and our united vision for a sustainable and inclusive tourism sector. It presents a unique opportunity to deepen regional collaboration, build business linkages, and reimagine coastal and regional tourism in ways that are modern, inclusive, and resilient. As we build momentum towards the upcoming conference, I encourage all stakeholders from government and private sector to media and development partners to join us in championing this transformative agenda. Together, we can unlock new opportunities for the region as a whole. To the media, thank you for being the storytellers of this journey. Your continued support is vital in amplifying our shared vision. Let us make this fourth edition the most impactful one yet. Thank you all.
Before you leave, I just wanted you to take a moment to introduce your family. In Kenya, they holiday with family, and she didn't come by herself.
Actually, they were not part of my program. But after I spent 18 to 21 days last year with the Ugandans, and I went back home speaking about each and every day, each and every person, each and every landscape I saw. And it was not only 2 of them, there were almost 7 of them, but unfortunately, because of the current chikungunya thing happening to come, the 2 of them, one of them is my husband, who is also the CEO of Chuda Water Hotel in Mombasa. And my little one, who is a half Ugandan champion, Amara. Thank you so much for welcoming us.
Thank you very much, Carmina. Just before we have Obed, we have a representative from Chikunju just to say a quick hello. Yes, Morris? Okay, as Obed gets ready, we're going to be hearing very many testimonies today about what the idea of having a Uganda-Kenya Coast Conference is doing for tourism businesses. Morris?
As you know, as Uganda and the rest of the family, as the Mandela, we are very grateful for this collaboration and the development of the past 4 years. We are still glad to participate in every program and the across the region. Thank you and welcome to Uganda once again.
Thank you, Morris. Obed, please come up and tell us what your experience has been in 3 minutes if you can. And he will be followed by Maureen, who will also share with us.
All protocols observed. Good morning. Good morning once again. Good morning. So, as I have been introduced, my name is Obed Aboko, as CEO of Obed Lloyd Adventures. We focus on sports tourism. So, I'll be speaking about sports tourism. Having been a beneficiary of last year's conflict in Uganda, I got an opportunity to interact and basically see Uganda through my own eyes. And indeed, it was really an amazing experience. And after the fun trip, I was able to organize a golf trip. I had friends of mine from Kenya who came to Uganda, and we were able to come to the focus, which was a really amazing experience. So sports tourism combines travel with the excitement of sports, attracting people to participate and watch sporting events worldwide. It boosts local economies through spending on hotels, foods, transport, while promoting cultural exchange among diverse visitors. Sports tourism encourages healthy lifestyles by motivating people to engage in physical activities and support infrastructure development like stadiums and sports facilities. Popular forms include attending major events, active participation in adventure, sports, and visiting historical sports sites. Despite challenges like environmental impact, sports tourism remains a powerful driver of economic growth and community development, making it an important and growing sector in global tourism. As we promote tourism, ideally you can visit a place once or twice, but with sports, sports is dynamic. The same way today you are watching, let's say, Uganda play Kenya, it's not the same way they play tomorrow. So through sports tourism, it encourages a lot of people to visit a place once, twice, 3 times or 4 times. So I would also encourage and retaliate. We have more sports, not only golf, because there are people who are doing other sports. There are sports like athletics. Even this year, we can also look at how we can include athletics in the fourth conference and foundry in Mombasa. That one is easy to organize so that we have more participants who are not playing a particular sport to join. So thank you very much and looking forward for this event. Thank you.
Obed, I don't think you need to invite Ugandans twice. On the past weekend, they have shown us that they have a passion for sports tourism, because we saw that in Kasese, the Rosary Marathon. I'd like to invite now Mrs. Maureen Awar, General Manager, Ocean Beach Resort and Spa Malindi. And we had the distinct pleasure of being hosted by Maureen last week for the Kenya side of the launch. You're very, very welcome, Maureen. Tell us what we shall see in Kenya.
Uganda, High Commission Kenya, Bwana Ambassador for the media, all protocols observed. Good morning. My name is Maureen Award, the General Manager of Ocean Beach Resort and Spa, Malindi. And I will speak on 3 aspects. One, as a friend of Uganda. 2023, I was invited here, and I was part of the group who came here for the farm trade. And I was able to see all the products, all the attractions in Uganda, courtesy of an ambassador. And I can tell you that Uganda is the heart of Africa. And that, I would like to invite the tour operators, the travel agents, from the 22nd of October. Please come and see what we get at the Kenyan coast. We will be happy to host them. The second one is I am one of the promoters for sports tourism. 2024, I came here to Uganda and I played golf. Kenya against Uganda. And I am here to tell you that we went back with the trophy. So, on 2025, we are hosting Uganda at the Ridge Golf Club. We would like to see good numbers. Probably you come back with your trophy, we are not so sure. But I hope to see you in numbers. Please come and play with us. The third one, that is not least, I'll be speaking about Ocean Beach, but I'm speaking on behalf of my director, Philemon Mabala. He was supposed to be here, but he couldn't make it because of commitment. Ocean Beach Resort and Spa is situated at the pristine beaches of North Coast Malindi, Kenya. We offer top-notch accommodation. We host weddings, we host anniversaries. We are also looking forward to people who are coming to enjoy their honeymoon. We will treat you well. We also do conferencing and exhibitions. And that is why today I am here to invite you all to Ocean Beach. Come and experience it. After that, you will also be able to enjoy our Ocean Beach Spa, just to get a treat, and you'll be happy about it. Thank you.
Thank you for that warm welcome, Maureen. And I think if there's anybody here still doubting that they need to go to that kind of trip, this has come without a do. I'd like us to now move on to hear from young innovators. You may have read from your program, you look at it, the theme for this year's conference is leveraging youth, innovation, and technology for responsive and inclusive tourism. And this is something that's happening across East Africa. So we thought you might want to hear from some young innovators that are coming up with all sorts of creations that are attracting people around the world. And our first speaker today will be Mr. Boni Kagawa of the Ghana Safaris. He's going to share with us in 3 minutes what his innovation is about. Give Boni a
The manager will see the name right. The ambassador to the consulate of Mombasa, Uganda, also Kenyan side, the CEO of Uganda, Madam Tiana, the CEO of the Foundation in Uganda, also to observe the members, the committee of practice of tourism. Good morning. I've been given 2 minutes. I think that's an opportunity to do an elevator pitch. But my name is Boni Kagawa, and I lead a team at the Ghana Safaris Uganda. We are a tour and travel company selling in Uganda, around Tanzania and Kenya. We are headquartered in Nambomo. Today's opportunity expands in our very encouragements and the energy that we carry, both at our company and what's happening in the world, leveraging youth, innovation, and technology for responsive and inclusive tourism. What are we doing? You'll know that tourism in Uganda, for example, is largely wildlife conservation efforts done in rural areas where these national parks are found. But you will agree that communities that are conserving these natural resources have been told to alternative livelihoods so that they don't put pressures either in danger or lead to the extinction of some of the natural resources and the beauty of the treasures the country. So what have they done? The communities have been told to come up with maybe other livelihoods, others into crafts, artisan, others having some guiding performance and stuff like that, with the hope that when the Americans the Kenyans, maybe all the visitors, when they come, they can probably offer, maybe market and buy from them. Not so many that have sold the visitors. And we came up with that kind of background where we innovated an electronic business tourism protocol given. When we came up with this opportunity, it gave us an opportunity again to reach out to these communities, basically Buindi and Chiwara, where we did our baseline, and we were informed that actually we can create a market platform for the micro, small, and medium enterprises. So we've developed an e-commerce platform that creates an opportunity where these communities can feature their products and list them. We train them, but with an opportunity, the fact that we sell a complete package without tourists out on the platform and they buy. So what are we doing? We got actually great thanks to Uganda Communications Commission, which saw this very important, and they funded us with a city capital of $92,000, close to $330 million. Thank you so much. The Uganda Communications Commission. And the business model basically is on transaction commission based. But you wonder who in the underserved communities or underserved communities is doing actually use tech, maybe internet-enabled gadget to enlist. So what we are doing as a company, the project or under study took around 120 in Buindi, all sectors of Buindi, and 8 in Chiwara. So we've onboarded 200 MSMEs in the sector, and we are marketing them. We're going to take high quality resolution photos of their products, coding them, giving them a traceability with the value, and actually when the tourists come, the money directly goes to the entertainer. We are working together with the Airtel and MTN. So the payment gateway there is through mobile money, and others are using also payment cards to make payments. This platform actually has gone a long way to create visibility and an opportunity to train the communities in market access. The tourists are also getting reliable and authentic seamless solutions, and also partnerships. We've seen some partnerships from both of us in Sweden and Bring Up in Italy coming up to enhance the system. So the impact is we've created really an empowered kind of atmosphere in communities where these real heroes are conserving our natural resources, new digital jobs for the youth, and then also boost the tourism economy. You'll agree that community involvement actually will not really be part and parcel of the tourism we are cherishing if the rural communities, especially for Uganda's tourism, is left out. You know very well that Uganda has almost 11 national parks and game reserves, and we hope there is a great opportunity from UCC who is funding us to give us more money to do the scalability of all other national parks, and they are going to do that next year. So the system is up, and we have already started scaling it up, and we have also now gotten an opportunity to work with also Safari Bookings in the Netherlands, who have also come up to really integrate it as we are marketing our tours. They are also helping us to market these community products to get international visibility. So maybe lastly, I wanted to, I don't know whether my minutes are done, but maybe to just reiterate on something that is the creators of Uganda Kenya Post Tourism Conference. This is very, very good, and I wanted to make a recommendation to Uganda Tourism Board. Maybe we can actually think of a UTP Innovators Academy, where young tour operators are rethinking their business model inside their businesses, probably to see how best we can digitize, how we can create seamless travel. They're talking about sports tourism, but sports tourism will actually not take so much space if we are not leveraging on the technology and the powerhouse of the youth population in this country. So this is what I wanted to say, but a great opportunity to whoever is in this room. I also call upon you to read actually the concept paper to the conference. It was very rich, and we are also looking at, as a company, we are looking forward to being Kenya this year. You shall definitely subscribe and pay and actually come and see and enjoy Kenya. Also, those ones coming from Kenya, thank you so much for joining Uganda. You can actually join us as well. We can also come through Kenya and digitize all your MSMEs in Kenya. And actually, we try to create visibility for the real underserved communities that are protecting the Kenya wildlife and Kenya natural resources, gain and tap into the tourism revenue. You will know lastly that Uganda, according to World Tourism and Travel Council, sustainability right now, people are just using it as a word to market, but if you ask to operators how sustainable, how eco-friendly are your packages, how your safaris, probably they cannot explain. We need to leverage technology, we need to leverage the youth innovations to really spur this. Thank you so much, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, all the stakeholders, and thank you so much, my President and CEO, Association of Uganda Tourism, Association of Uganda Tourism Operators, for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Nice. Can we have another warm hand clap? And something I really need to say about why this theme is important. And I'll give you some stats and just few statistics. Uganda has one of the youngest populations in the world. Half our people, half our population is under the age of 18, and over 75% of our population are under the age of 30. And what does that mean for labor market, for business? Not all these people are going to be white collar workers, or are going to be employed by the government, or are going to run Fortune 500 companies that employ so many others, but they have a chance to work if we support their innovation. Innovation in tourism is one of the lowest hanging fruit. And I'd like at this juncture to invite our next speaker, Mr. Mandela Mubarak Swaibu, creator of the Tour UG app. Please give him a hand Mandela, please tell us, what did you create?
Interestingly, we have put brochures on your table, and it speaks all about the product. So I'm going to make sure I am brief as possible. Of course, at least the products will explain the brochures. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, he means this. Anyone that doesn't have one can raise their hand. Over here. This one here, the next one. Miss Tourism, so I'm going to introduce after me one. One over there to be, please go ahead.
Okay, in the interest of time, I recognize the Consul General from Uganda, Ambassador Mrs. Flores, remember as the director, Lodge, and Mrs. Margaret Capero, moderator and head of public diplomacy, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I'm by the name of Mandela Swipe, software developer by profession, and so the product manager and operations officer for Tour UG app. So Tour UG app is a Uganda AI safari app that is powered by a technology that involves machine learning and artificial intelligence. So why we developed this product was after the COVID, we realized a lot of tourism information was all over scattered in the internet. So we came up with an idea that, okay, why don't we collect this information in one app, and we are able to make it easier for tourists to connect with tour service provider, hotels, lodges, destinations, and more. So that's where our whole concept was built. And as that, we embarked on developing the Tour UG app. And I would say by last year, September, we launched our first version. And actually, she was recognized in here the beneficiaries of the Uganda Kenya Coast Tourism Conference. And I remember vividly when meeting Ambassador Paul Mukubi at the last conference that I've been to explain the product to him. And for sure, Kenyans were supportive on that day, and 50 of them downloaded the app, though it was still on its first stage. And so that gave me inspiration, and I had to start looking for resources to make sure this app works. And as of today, I want to tell you members, on the day of conference, I had like 70 downloads, but as of this morning when I checked my dashboard, we are doing 1,200 downloads. So that tells you the potential. That tells you the potential of this product. Basically, the product is an AI. It has an AI chatbot that trains only on Uganda's tourism. So if you ask any other question apart from tourism, it will tell you I'm sorry. So we train that model based on Uganda's tourism industry. So it will tell you about destinations, it will tell you about hotels, instances, everything. Then we also have a feature on the app that helps tourists to create personalized itineraries that are AI powered and generated. It may not have the actual prices, but it has estimates. So it gives them a clear picture of what they are going to do or when they are going to come to the country. So this itinerary, when they create it, is able to be prompted and sent to all the tour companies that we have onboarded in the app. So you can see the technology that we are trying to build is really going to save a lot of expenses on businesses that are doing tours. So we sign up these tour companies, the hotels and lodges at the moment for free. We want them to enjoy the product and learn how to use it, and we see how we can work together. This is all about promoting Uganda as a destination. There's nothing else we are in for. Yeah. So apart from the itinerary feature, we have more features that we are still building, but the progress so far is so good. I wouldn't say it's so bad, but as we have our challenges here and there due to funding gap. But I want to promise you that by next year, you will really get a very, very, very perfect product. I have a team of engineers who are also my own co-founders, and whatever little savings we have, we are going to put in modify it up to be the best tourism app in Uganda. Such that the next time ambassadors come to Uganda, they can book this hotel on the app, they can create this itinerary on the app, and everything you can do from the app. Another thing I want to talk about is that we only don't build this app to benefit tourism in Uganda. We also help join tourism businesses and those in hospitality businesses how to use or how to integrate AI into their businesses to boost their business operations. Yeah, we know that the cost of hiring programmers or developers or engineers is very costly, but we are all making efforts to help them minimize such expenses by giving them trainings on how to use AI to boost their business operations. Um, we currently work with a few partners, and some of them are in the room. We have the Uganda travel specialist who is in charge of transportation. So he has helped us a lot in order to market the product because we don't have the big capital to market it. So we are depending so much on individuals, partners, influencers abroad, those are the people who are helping us push the product in the market. And we really care so much about every tourist. We need to be creating this tourism experience all in one point before actually embarking on the tour to Uganda. And personally, with this technology, I believe that we will be able to push Uganda's tourism sector to another level based on currently the reviews, recommendations our users are giving us on what to improve and what to pull down. There are a lot of people that we need to organize. I encourage each one of you, at least by the time we leave this event, you should have the tourist for it is free, and we are doing this as young innovators to boost the tourism industry in Uganda. Not alone in Uganda, but also our Kenyan counterparts. So, at this juncture, I would like to end here for God and my country. Before I go and take my seat. I have a small package to our big men in the room, and my assistant will help me with them. We are giving them safari steps as so that the next time they go on the safari, they're able to put on the tour safari has. This is the thing to appreciate them for the work they are doing. And this is also my gift as the product manager of the company for making this event help me push my application to the market. So we have Mr. Ambassador, he will come and receive on behalf of So I hope it looks nice. We are marketing in Uganda. We are not marketing. Please don't get me wrong. Okay. So we also have the utility boss. We're also going to give you one. Next time you go for the safari, sometimes you don't need your names.
Thank you very much.
So if this represents conservation, we have Mrs. Firoz of Kenya. Welcome. So next time you visit Uganda, okay, it's fine. So behind this Discover Uganda with the tour job. Yeah. Then,
That is for me to tell them to download the app.
I really appreciate. Private Sector Foundation Uganda, ED. Then the Ocean Beach Resort Director. And the last one is the Ocean Beach Director. Okay. So, as our contribution to boost this event, we have already put the registration link on the app. So you are able to now register via the app. Our engineers worked on this morning. Lastly, this product was cured developed by youths, including our AI engineers. Some of them are such as are doing masters. So we are all above 30 years. So I don't want you people to get me wrong. We are not old. In person are 24. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. And we meet there. Marina will be there present. Thank you.
Thank you so much for bringing Mandela, right? Thank you so much for bringing life to our team. Everyone have their cell phone? Please raise your cell phone if you have it. Please, before you leave this room, just spend the next 30 seconds going to the App Store and downloading the app. Thank you very much. I'd like to invite Nicholas And as he comes up, I just want us to recognize Miss Tourism Uganda and our runner-up. If you could just stand up and give the applause. And our runner-up, here is Nicholas. Yes, Nicholas. In 3 minutes, I know I have said this over and over. In 3 minutes, tell us what you're adding to the body of knowledge in tourism.
Good morning. I'm called Ogede Nicholas Boni, head of product. I'd like to thank you for this great opportunity that has been presented to us. Tuayo is an online marketplace. We are focused on building seamless travel booking, empowering small businesses, as my colleague will share how we empower small businesses. Also building predictive tools that enable people who can't use applications seamlessly navigate through it using AI. And now, so tourism is no longer about where you go, it's about how we amplify and enable you use the journey of technology and embrace it. So my tech guy over there had been sharing about what Tuayo does. Briefly, I will introduce my colleague.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Joseph. I'm head of travel in Bio, and I'm so thankful for this opportunity for you all. So Tuayo was founded in 2018 by Mr. Naman Brian, and and our mission is to unlock economic potential across Africa by providing a user-friendly platform. By providing a user-friendly platform that uses travel, accommodation, and commerce. So Tuayo as a whole has three other departments today. We have the Tuayo Travel, we have the Tuayo Commerce, and the Tuayo African Tourism. So the Tuayo Travel, we have we offer experiences and travel. So we have a platform as well. You can also download the Tuayo app, where when you're traveling, you can get accommodation from across Africa. Our mission is to make it easy for people to get places to stay and be at whatever cost that you may have. So we have places around Uganda, we have in Kenya, we have in Tanzania, and our mission is to make it spread all over Africa. And we also have the Tuayo Commerce, where we have the Tuayo Market Day, and where we have the Tuayo Market Day. So the Tuayo Market Day, we usually have it every first of every month. So we do it for business owners. So we have them come together in one space, and everyone is displaying the different things that they are selling. So the different things that they are selling. Then we also have the Tuayo, Tuayo Travel Intelligence. So this is the AI that we use. You can book your stay from wherever you are. So let's say you want to go to Kenya, you can tell it to book for you a trip within your budget. So you can tell it, I'm going to Kenya, I have, let me say, 1 million Ugandan shillings, and you ask it to book for you a place to stay for the different activities that you may want to do, and it does that exactly for you. So Tuayo is just trying to make the whole travel thing easy for everyone, so that you can be able to enjoy your stay, you can be able to get you can be able to get services, because in our app, apart from having the Tuayo shop, because we also have our business owners selling their things on there. we're trying to incorporate things like strokes and everything, so you can book a house in Dubai, and then you can also get a chef if they want a private chef to do things for you. You have a different chef this. You have all these people. You can get all these things in our app. And so that's our Dubai store. So that's what I was telling you about. So two-wire store is something like Amazon, Shein, things like that. So we have various different business owners selling their things on the app. And then we also have the travel intelligence. Yeah. So for the Thai, we have the two-wire travel plan that I was telling you about that can assist you to plan your travel. The shopping agent, and then the host agent, the one that automates hosting. So if you have like an Airbnb or a hotel, because we onboard hotels, lodges, people with Airbnbs and homes in our platform. So you may have your home, or maybe you travel a lot and you just want to put your home on for like Airbnb or something. So you can just come and list with us in our app, and listing is free of charge. So it's very easy for everyone to walk around there. We have a few milestones. We have over 120,000 users, and we have we're US still where I just said. We have 5 startup awards, and we are serving across all markets. What I forgot to tell you, we have our partnerships and recognitions as well. So before that, we have people that are partnering with. We have MTN. So usually when we have the market day, we have MTN, URSP, and Safe Border for our the business people. So with URSP, they get to register their businesses. With MTN, they get to have the Momo codes and all that. And then with Safe Border, they get to have the discounts so they can be able to do their businesses as well. For the Tubayo market day, like I mentioned, we have one in Uganda, and then we also have one in Kenya. We used to do one in Kenya. So it's something that we are doing across borders. It's not just in Uganda. So we also go to Kenya, and then we have various people showcasing the things that they're selling, things like that. And empowering cross-border tourism through digital innovation. We strengthened Uganda-Kenya tourism linkages, boost visibility of local businesses, and create sustainable jobs and revenue streams. Was supposed to showcase a certain something, but I don't know if it was. I think that will be all, and that will be for tomorrow. Please download the Twire app so that you can be able to book stays all over Africa. We also have experiences. You may want to go to Kenya and you don't know where to go. So you can just come to our app and look through the experiences that we have, and then maybe you want something like bungee jumping, maybe family activities or things like that. We have all this in our platform. So please download the Twire app, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Tubayo. I think if we are going to focus on youth innovation for the annual conference, we have to be able to make time and space in our minds to listen to them. So I did not like having to rush them off the podium, because them they are actually not. There's no reason for us to do it. My fellow journalists, I think you've got a new angle to tourism reporting. We hope we shall see more of it. Yes, we love our wildlife and our safaris and our gorillas, but I think this is amazing what our young people are doing. And we hope we shall be able to see stories about them as we go on. Just to let you all know that we are live streaming this event, and you can follow it either now or later on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Uganda YouTube channel. Ministry of Foreign Affairs Uganda. You're invited to follow us there as well. I'd like to invite at this point Ms. Yogi Berger, President of the Uganda Tourism Association. We are still sticking to the 3-minute rule. And will be followed by Mr. Herbert Mashiro, Chief Officer in charge of tourism is here, and followed by Uganda Airlines.
After the ceremony, I'll try to 3 minutes allocated. Chief of Protocol, Ambassador Sentongo, our host, Ambassador Mpudia, CEO UTD, CEO PSOU. I see a number of industry players, CEO of Moa, CEO also, Chair Lady, remaining tourism and trade, partners in tourism, our distinguished guests from the Kenya Coast, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Before I start, I declare Kenya Coast is my second home. I lived there for 7 years and worked there as a hotelier. On behalf of Uganda Tourism Association, I am honored to join you today at the launch of the fourth Uganda Kenya Coast Tourism Conference and Exhibition. I extend our sincere appreciation to the Consul General of Uganda in Mombasa under the leadership of Ambassador Paul Mukuya, the government of Uganda, our partners in Kenya, and all stakeholders who have worked tirelessly to make this important platform possible. Conference is a clear demonstration that when we come together, we grow together. Over the past 4 years, the Uganda-Kenya Coast Tourism Conference has evolved from a modest gathering just over 250 delegates to more than 600 participants today. These numbers remind us that collaboration is not just an aspiration, it is a proven formula for success. This is still leveraging innovation and technology to shape a responsive and inclusive tourism use and technology, as we have witnessed, speaks to the shared future we are building. Our youth armed with creativity and digital skills and the innovations reshaping the global travel industry gives us the tools to strengthen regional tourism and make it more responsive, inclusive, and sustainable. Uganda and Kenya are not competitive. They are complementary partners. Uganda brings its wildlife safaris, climates, and cultural richness, while Kenya brings its beaches, marine parks, and coastal heritage. Together, this creates an unparalleled seamless tourism experience, promoting East Africa as a single destination. As a single destination is therefore not just desirable, it is essential if we are to expand opportunities for our people and grow the market sector. This conference provides practical avenues to make that vision real. The exhibition will showcase the diversity of our tourism offerings. The farm trips will give practitioners first-hand experiences of product across both countries. The business sessions will connect to operators, hoteliers, coastal communities, and government bodies to build lasting partnerships. To our members in UTA, this is your opportunity. Take it with both hands. The future of our business lies in collaboration, in co-marketing, and in building synergies across us. We are excited about this conference, and I assure you that UTA will fully participate, not only to learn, but also to reap from the foresight and efforts of our colleagues and the public sector who have made this platform possible. As UTA, we give special credit to our consulate in Mombasa, Ambassador Paul Mukuya, as I have always said, for your vision and dedication for championing this partnership. We stand ready to play our part in ensuring that tourism continues to be a driver of economic growth, cultural exchange, and youth empowerment across our region. Let this fourth edition mark a turning point where Uganda and Kenya, working hand in hand, demonstrate the true strength of regional unity and set the pace for East Africa as one powerful destination. I thank you all and wish you fruitful deliberations. Your Excellency, make sure to be there for popular fish. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madame Berigua. We have a slight change to the program because our CEO of the Uganda Tourism Board will be leaving shortly, so she'll have a slight amendment to the program. She'll speak next. But before she does, I'd like to recognize the presence of the Deputy High Commissioner of Kenya to Uganda. Thank you, sir. I'm sure you didn't come alone. Did you? Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome Ms. Juliana Kabwasi of the Uganda Tourism Board.
Members of the press, I don't like the way you were hand-branded. And today I didn't wear the clothes, so you indulge me. I will hold my cousin. Thank you very much. Ladies and